So hello everyone, actually we are discussing previous year GATE questions on this topic, soil water relationship. So in this video also we will discuss few more previous year GATE questions. So actually what he has asked in the problem, so for sand of uniform spherical particles, the void ratio in the loosest and the densest states are, the void ratio in the loosest and densest states are. So we want the value of E in its loosest and densest states, in its loosest and densest states. So actually in its loosest state, so particle will be loosely packed, so the gap between two particles is more, that means volume of voids will be more. If the volume of voids is more, then obviously void ratio is also more, because void ratio is nothing but the volume of voids to the volume of solids, volume of voids to the volume of solids. So in its loosest state the volume of voids is more, so that is why void ratio will be more. In its densest state, so each particle and will be strongly or will be tightly packed with the other particles, so the volume of voids will be less in case of densest packing of this spherical particles, densest packing of this spherical particles. So obviously when the volume of voids is less, obviously the void ratio will also be less, obviously the void ratio will be also be less. And actually one numerical value is there, so how much will be the value of void ratio in the loosest state and how much will be the value of void ratio in the densest state. So that anyway one derivation is there, I'll discuss each and every step in that derivation, how that numerical value is coming and how this numerical value in the densest state is coming and in the loosest state is coming, that anyway I'll derive, but for the time being you just remember. So if the uniformly sized spherical particles are simply packed, that means this structure is called actually simple packing, so the maximum void ratio will occur in the simple packing of uniformly sized spherical particles. So how this simple packing will look like, that I'll show in the derivation actually. So this value will be 0.91, this value will be 0.91. so in the densest state these particles are packed in face centered cubic packing, face centered cubic packing. For the time being you just remember, anyway I'll show you in the derivation. This will be 0.35, this value will be 0.91, this value will be 0.35. so void ratio will be maximum in case of simple packing of uniformly sized spherical particles, that is loosest state, and the void ratio will be minimum in case of face centered cubic packing of uniformly sized spherical particle, that is densest packing. Okay, this derivation I'll derive and I'll show it in a separate video in detail. So the next question will be this, actually this was the question which was asked in 1995 and it is a 1 mark question. So the void ratio of a soil sample is 1, the corresponding porosity will be, it is very easy question. So the void ratio E is equal to 1 he has given, and he asked us the value of porosity, and is equal to, we know that E by 1 plus E, 1 by 1 plus 1 2, 1 by 2, that will be 0.5. so we can directly write 0.5 here. Okay, so let us coming to the next question. The void ratio of a soil can exceed unity, is it true or false? Is it true or false? So generally what is the value of what is the definition of void ratio? E is equal to volume of voids to the volume of solids, volume of voids to the volume of solids. Generally soil can exist in three stages, three stages. whether it is a partially saturated state or a fully saturated state or a dry state. You take any case. If it is a partially saturated, then volume of voids will be there. Those volume of voids will be filled by air and water. In case of fully saturated condition, the whole voids will be filled by water. In case of dry condition, the whole voids will be filled by air. That means you can take any condition, volume of voids are there. That means E value can never be 0. But when the volume of voids keeps on increasing, E value also increases. E value also increases. That means E is greater than 0. E is greater than 0. There can be no upper limit. That means it is true. It can exceed unity also. It is true. So coming to the next question. So which of the following statements is not correct? Not correct. We'll check one by one formula. This is actually 12 to 13 formulas we have discussed. Based on those only he has given. So first one, you see E is equal to n by 1 minus n. Actually this formula is there. It is true. And second question, gamma sat is equal to G plus E into gamma W by 1 plus E. Generally we have discussed gamma T or gamma B is equal to GS plus SE into gamma W divided by 1 plus E. This is actually bulk unit weight. So if in case of saturated condition, we can write this one as G suffix S plus S value I am keeping 1 because it is a saturated condition into gamma W divided by 1 plus E. That means second statement is also correct. So third one, n is equal to E by 1 minus E. It is not E by 1 minus E because n is equal to E by 1 plus E, not 1 minus E. So that means this statement is wrong. So option C is wrong. Coming to the fourth option also we'll check. Sehwag, E into S is equal to G into W or G suffix S into W. So here has written in terms of E. So E is equal to G into W by S. G into W by S. So this is also correct. So option C is wrong. So this is a very simple question which has been asked from those 12 to 13 formulas only. We just have to identify which option is not correct. Which option is not correct. So coming to one more problem. If the porosity of a soil sample is 20%, porosity means n is equal to 0.20, then the value of void ratio will be E is equal to, we know, n by 1 minus n. So n is equal to 0.20 divided by 1 minus 0.20. 1 minus 0.20 will be nothing but 0.80. So 0.20 by 0.80, 1 by 4, that will be 0.25. That will be 0.25. So this value is coming around to be 0.25. So this is actually very simple questions and very simple problems which has been asked for 1 mark. So thanks for watching my lecture, and upcoming videos also we will solve few more GATE questions and we will complete this series on this soil water relationship. We will solve all the previous year GATE questions. So thanks for watching my video. If you feel the content is useful, please like my video and subscribe as well. Thank you.